Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland and Michigan, by the way, just in case you were curious on that one. Welcome to Saturday morning, and it is a beautiful one out here so far in the mid-Michigan area. The sun is shining. Haven't seen that for a little while, but hopefully that'll stick around for a few days. We do have that total eclipse of the sun going to be edging our side. We're not going to get the full effect here in mid-Michigan, but down by the Detroit area, they should see a little more. But we'll just happen to see. That's on the 8th, so we'll see if the weather holds up till then. We'll have to dig out your Floyd albums and play them by then. So anyhow, here we are. Let me look at my handy dandy little calendar here just to double check something, if I could. Yep. How about that? We're 2 weeks out from Record Store Day. 2 weeks from today. No, I didn't need to check. I actually knew that. I tell you what, though, this is it's working up to be a big one. How's that sound? We'll get to some of the Record Store Day news here in just a couple of moments. But in the meantime, let's say a few hellos this morning. Let's see what we got going on. Betty from Toledo saying good morning. Doogie's Hats. Gary saying hi. Fred from the west side checking in. Hey, hello, sir. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Chuck saying good morning too, as does Pat saying good morning. A little nicer this week, isn't it, Pat? Hopefully you're doing well as well. And Ethan saying good morning, checking in as well. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I do apologize. Those of you that follow our, I'll say social media, basically it's Facebook now until I get this nonsense with Instagram worked out. I had to close up a little early. Was under the weather, but all is good. The store's been wiped down. I'm good to go here. Just feeling a little out of it on Wednesday or Thursday. I don't even remember what day that was. It was Wednesday. How's that sound? But I'm back up to speed and raring to go. Mike saying hi, a little down south of us. Good morning to you, sir. So, yeah, good thing too. We'll get that stuff out of the way now and be ready for Record Store Day. So as we mentioned, let me call this goodness up here. Record Store Day is 2 weeks from today, the 20th, and the stuff has started to show up here at the store. We're expecting another big shipment, probably the biggest shipment next week. We got a smaller shipment in, yesterday, actually. I think I made some posts on that, and got that all checked in. We'll preview a little bit of it here, and we'll talk about the process coming up. But so heading into it, though, we are going to open our doors, as you guys know, at 8 a.m. on the 20th and be raring to go. So we'll, as we get closer, we're getting much closer 2 weeks out, but we'll start to give a lot more info as far as what we have in the store as we get closer and closer and closer to that. So on that note, finally ready to start putting up our posters around town here. And I've got some local businesses, friends of ours that are always wanting to put stuff up, and that's great. And we love it that they share these. If you own a local business or know somebody or work at one, and you'd like to put one of these up in Midland, Freeland, Auburn, that surrounding area, heck, even Clare, let us know. We've got a few extras of these we'll put up and out. I don't like putting them up too early because attention spans are, where was I going with that? Now, they're going to go up and we'll have them good to go. And we do have extras for those. I know that some folks like to collect these, and so we'll make sure we have them. But yep, that is coming up very, very quickly. We do the teaser video, the video that shows everything that we've got coming up the night before. So make sure you mark your calendar on that. Friday the 19th at 6 p.m. we will do a live stream here on YouTube. We'll stream it to Facebook unless they're being uncooperative. Instagram, I don't think it's going to work by then, but we'll have it up on our Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it feed as well. Is anybody ever watching over on our Twitter feed? I think I've got one, but I don't do much with it. So, but we'll do that. But to streamline things for this upcoming stream, the live stream the night before Record Store Day, on that stream, we're only going to cover the releases. I'm going to try to get a lot of the other particulars out of the way ahead of time, so we're not wasting a lot of time that night, because there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be covering, because we've got more than we've ever had coming in. We hope we do. So to help alleviate that, I'm going to do another video, not a live stream, but we'll do just a video ahead of time talking about the giveaways. We got our box of swag from the Record Store Day organization this week also, and it's got some stuff. And those of you that have been following this for a while know that the swag stuff includes some pretty cool things, including the Dogfish head poster of the year. And we do have those in. These are going to be tremendously limited, but with every Record Store Day purchase, you'll get your choice whether you want one of these or some of the other stuff that we'll have. They've got the Paramore pins, just a lot of other little swag goodies that will be given away. And so the Dogfish head stuff, this is an interesting one this year. It always is, but we'll have that. The other thing that's kind of cool, and we'll give you guys a choice for those of you that don't like the big posters, they sent us a big stack of Goldmine magazines. Those of you who've been collecting for quite some time on the vinyl side, you might remember these. The Goldmine magazine was pretty much one of the go-tos for vinyl collectors for many, many, many decades. This is apparently the new incarnation of Goldmine. I have to reabsorb this a little bit more. It's different, obviously, and it's more of a magazine instead of a kind of well, it was a magazine before, but you know what I mean. This has got articles and it talks a little bit about collectability, but not quite what it used to be. So I'll have to do some absorption into the Goldmine, but we have plenty of copies of this as well. So you'll get your choice of either a copy of Goldmine magazine or the Dogfish head poster when that time comes around. So some of the releases, I do want to tease a couple of these as we get going, so you guys know what we have. We'll be really as upfront as possible when we get. So do you like soundtracks, Tommy? Do you like soundtracks about movies that make references to Gladiator movies? We did get one of the Airplane soundtracks in. And yes, I am serious. The Cheech and Chong, because of course they're going to have to do that on the 420 Record Store Day. Smoking Green. I don't have any prices or numbers on these yet because we're still waiting on some shipments. Other stuff. The America is here. Not all of it. We've got the Talking Heads. A couple of those in live. Let's see. What else did I pull just for a teaser? The Parliament is here as well. This one was, I think, one of the sought-after ones. We got the Maisie Peters picture disc. So this one's actually cool. We'll see how many of those we end up getting. And we did get a Tesla in as well, the real to real. So we'll keep tabs. Like I said, the shipment this week was 75 items. So we have all of those in and expecting a lot more. I think in total, we're going to get probably close to 400 things in if all goes. That's what we requested. So we'll see how that goes as we get a little closer. We'll go from there. Let's see. A couple more good mornings. Mr. Andrew Wilkinson. Good morning to you, sir. Jennifer as well. Ken saying good day from down under. Thank you for being here. And Mike, okay. Mike is putting this out there. Yes, I saw that post yesterday. Dogfish Head, along with the Record Store Day, put out, they wonked us, everybody. They put out a Wonka. And they put out some golden records to select record stores. I did not get one. I did see that post also. We just got the posters. I would like to think that if they were going to send us one of these golden records, it would have shown up in the swag box. I could be wrong. Maybe we'll get one, but it doesn't look like, well, I'm not supposed to say that. All right. Maybe we've got one, Mike. You're just going to have to come and see. We'll see. I don't know yet. We may get one. I didn't know anything about those until I saw the post yesterday as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not supposed to. I think I'm still suffering from some effects. Not supposed to let stuff go. Jim saying good morning there as well. Yes, they are cool posters. And yep, coming in to get that Zen. Let's see, Budman. I don't thank you. I appreciate that. And he says we are all counting on us. Yep. And the Cheech and Chong, $24.97. I don't know the answer to that. Or is that an inside? I'll have to look and see. I'll check on that for you, Jim. That may be an inside there. Okay. A couple of other quick things, and then we're going to get on with our day. You could quote it all day, sir, and go for it. Okay. A couple of new releases in. The Black Keys dropped yesterday with their brand new one, Ohio Players. We have got the red vinyl version of that. I only got to listen to a few of these cuts online, and I have not cracked one of these open for quality control yet because I didn't get as many as we thought we were. If I can get more, then we probably will. But I think I still have about 3 or 4 copies of this left for those of you who are looking for a copy of the new Black Keys. Some of the other stuff did go yesterday, so we'll look on restocks. Don't forget to check out our upcoming release video, by the way. Later on this afternoon, we'll cover next week's releases. Wanted to mention that. Reissues, we did get a couple of the Billy Joel, the 50th anniversary of 52nd Street, not of the album, but of the Joel, and a copy of Piano Man. We did get those in. Let's see, reissues also from Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes, The Call of the Wild. This is a purple vinyl. Now I'm looking ahead in the release calendar, and I see that they're doing like a white vinyl and another one. So, yeah, we'll see where that goes. But this is the opaque purple vinyl. I guess it matches the album cover for the Nuge. And then speaking of Michigan, oh, it's cool on the back there. You see his Call of the Wild game dinner. Speaking of Michigan, this was last year's, and it's the Electric Six and the album Turquoise. One of these did get open for quality control, by the way. But it's a cool album from Detroit's own Electric Six. So again, make sure you check out our upcoming release video. That'll be a little bit later this afternoon. As we get closer to Record Store Day, it's going to get a little dicey getting these videos done. So I'm trying to get them stacked up ahead of time. A couple of notes on upcoming releases. There was some folks, a lot of folks actually had pre-ordered that Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, the one that's coming on the clear vinyl picture disc-esque thing, was supposed to be out this week, yesterday. It got delayed. Can you guess till when? Till the 19th. Yes, the day before Record Store Day. So on the 19th, the day before Record Store Day, we've got the new Taylor Swift release. We've got the new Pearl Jam release on black vinyl. Then the Record Store Day Pearl Jam comes out the day after. And the Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, which we've got tons of pre-orders on as well, all coming out the Friday before. So if I had any hopes of having a little bit of a chill Friday, the day before Record Store Day, to get caught up and get stuff ready for Saturday, that's kind of out the door right now. One other note on that, well, on all three of them, I guess, especially the Pink Floyd and the Taylor Swift. If you are looking for a Taylor Swift album on Friday, the Tortured Poets, the ghosted white one, let us know. We're going to make sure that we get our pre-orders filled on that first. So I don't know how many we're going to get. We'll have to wait and see if they delay them on us. But if you have a pre-order in on that, you're going to have a better chance of getting it than if you don't. So please let us know sometime this weekend or next week if you want one of those Taylor Swifts coming up on the 19th, so we can make sure we get them in for you then. Okay. Let's see here. I think that is just about it. I don't know what else to do other than let you guys know that we are at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland, open from 10 o'clock today, just a few minutes from now, Eastern time, of course, until 6 p.m. And then tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 5 or 4 p.m. rather on Sunday. Don't forget our podcast, the Vinyl Community Podcast with our friend Steve Carlson. That uploads to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and our YouTube channel every Sunday evening whenever I get around to finishing it. This week, there's actually some interesting news from a couple of different big live performing acts, historically live acts that we want to talk about, and we'll talk about some favorite live music of our own in our collection. So make sure you check that out with Steve and we will be uploading that. And then, as I said, don't forget the new release show coming up a little bit later on. As always, please make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Click that like button, do all the stuff that the YouTube algorithm likes you to do, and help keeps us rolling on there too. One final note, I do need to mention Facebook since I'm talking about this stuff. The issues I've been having with Instagram as far as our account, we're still kind of locked out of it. I'm not overly concerned, but I will start taking care of that after things slow down a little bit. After Record Store Day, we'll figure something out on that. But Facebook has been a little wonky as far as us sharing YouTube videos to there. I think, this is just me, I think that Facebook would rather I upload videos directly to Facebook and not use their competitor YouTube. So it seems as if they're throttling or at least cutting off the previews. So when we do the Friday drop video, for example, I always put the link on Facebook from the YouTube side of things. And lately, at least I've not been seeing it. I think some people do. Maybe you see it on mobile. So the link will go in the comments below the description. It's a bit of a nonsense thing that I really don't want to deal with right now, but that's kind of an after Record Store Day thing that I'll figure out as well. So until then, just kind of hang with either of them. If you refuse to do YouTube, well, hopefully you can at least click over and watch some of our stuff there. But if you refuse to use Facebook, I'm with you there. Just look for us on YouTube until we get everything else sorted out. Okay, I have rambled enough. It is now 10. We're going to get the store open and get going. We hope to see you. Stop on by, say hi, pick up some cool vinyl. If not, lay low until Record Store Day. It is coming very, very quickly. You folks have a great week, and we will talk to you next time, next Saturday, live right here from Radio Wasteland Records. Thanks again for being here, everyone.